Hello, everyone. Welcome here. Thank you for joining us on this amazing Sirius portal. This is the star and of course in the constellation of Canis Major. And today, a few hours ago, we had a alignment of the sun and the earth and Sirius. So an energy, the frequency of the stars going through the sun and then being received by us. So we are the recipients of galactic information today, of galactic intelligence and sentient intelligence from the star Sirius, from our ally in Sirius. Maybe you have connections to the star, maybe you have imprinting from having had a life or a timeline, or you are working with Syrian beings for evolution of humanity through your mission, your desire to fulfill your soul's calling, your purpose on planet Earth. So thank you for being here. Thank you for this exciting moment. I am truly honored to have such connection with all of you, and to know that we're here on Earth. It's not easy to be based on this side. Not that maybe it would be necessarily easy in another star system, but the frequency that all of you are holding is so important now for what is to come. And all of you have done so much to get us to this point. I truly believe that this is a time that has never occurred before, that we have always arrived at a point but never crossed that threshold of potential to become fully interstellar, which to me means we are becoming an advanced race. So the frequency that is being held on planet Earth has to do with it has to do with mindsets. It has to do with belief systems. It has to do with the collective free will, and it has to do with the collective dreaming, because we have our own dreaming, but then there is collective dreamings, such as tribal, such as ethnical, such as countries, ancestral. Imagine the many different colors of skin, the many different languages, the many different dialects, and also the very many traditions on planet Earth. Hello, Lynette. Hello, Carrie.
Hello.
So we are certainly on the threshold of arriving at a point that we literally never crossed before. This is my feeling. And that the more we are aware, and believe me, the moment that we are aware, life changes. But also, hello everyone, but also what happens in our lives activates more of this transformation, of this breaking open of this tiny little cocoon that maybe we've been playing as, and then everything cracks open and there is potential for more, and for different destinies, for different dimensions of reality that becomes your everyday. So I certainly am going through that in my own life right now, with having all of my systems cracked open, and I am being moved. So yeah, expect.
Anouk,
Yeah.
could Marianne just put her go on speaker, because I don't know if she's writing, but it keeps
Oh
cutting
yeah,
across.
I commute from here. Sorry, Mayan. So there is, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Where was I? Yes. Transformation is about to occur for all of us. All of us are being moved. Life, it's shifting around us, and there are choices to be made. And this is such an important day. And I'm delighted that you're all here, because it's just exciting to know that we're all on planet Earth together, and that we have, on some level, an agreement to fulfill this bridge point of, oh, I'm getting the feeling of, this, what it truly means. And even if I can't voice it out or put it into words, something new is coming. Yes, there is a lot to talk about jumping timelines, about bifurcation, about new Earths. I feel all of those things, whichever way you receive or translate it in your own way, there is definitely a massive adaptation time. And so be prepared and be aware. And I'm telling that to myself in this moment. Be aware that changes are going to come, and they're going to be for good. They're going to be to support you and to inspire you to be more in your power, in your wisdom, in your purpose. Yeah, so
Come on, guys.
thank you.
We're done.
So today we are July 6th, 2025, and we are here as a group to hold the Sirius portal, which is the alignment of the sun and Sirius and our Earth. So all of it aligned in perfect timing. In my time, it was 6 something this morning. So whatever time it would have been for you guys, it has already aligned, which means the energy has, I don't know what the word would be, emanated. And so we are now ready to receive, but there is still time to, create ceremony, to create an elixir. You still have time to put water outside and let that infuse. We know enough that water will hold frequency for us, and it will hold memory for us. So if there is anything that you want to work with water and this energy, then go ahead and put some fresh water in a glass, or do it later after this time together. Yeah, very important to connect to the sun. Even if you've missed the sunrise or the sunset today, there is time, the 3 days before and 3 days after, we're still very much in orb. So it's not necessary to do it right now. So, but be informed that the frequencies of the sun are activating our own every day, all the time, since the moment that we landed on planet Earth. And they are increasing, and they are I want to say they're new. There's something new coming in, and so it's really important to just be present. It's not that we need to do anything except being present. And the more we're present, the more we see reality in a different way. And it may surprise you. It may surprise you both ways, in that it will show up in ways, in a magical way, and it will show up in ways that we have to make a choice and make changes, because those changes is evolution. So you're not alone in that. Sirius is they call it a binary system, because there are 2 stars that are in orbit with each other, but there is a third one which often is not talked. So at the moment we call it Sirius A, and Sirius B, and Sirius C. And what I know of Sirius B from clients, from the work I do with clients, is that the original beings, they're all originating from Lyra. And when they set themselves on Sirius, there were original beings there. And so in connection with the star and the Lyrans, which also are in agreement to be at service through the frequency of the star Sirius. And by the way, Sirius is, I didn't write it down. Sirius is much bigger than our sun. And it has its own light, just like our sun. So the potential for what that meant in ancient times, they were very aware that Sirius was in a way another sun, or it was the greater sun, because also it had its own place in the horizon when it would rise before our sun. It doesn't look as bright in the sky because it's further away than our sun, but it is a larger mass of all that it is formed, and all and everything is frequency. And so because it is a mass of whatever the elements are created by or from, it has the mass of the frequency that it's emanating. So what I know from Sirius B is that the Sirians who are in Sirius B are in agreement to hold the highest integrity and to not mix the race. And I'm not talking about race as in, puppies or anything like that. I'm talking about their ethos and what they're standing for and what their desire, their individual, but now I'm talking about the group dreaming, the consciousness of the group, which is to be in this in the harmonic of obviously non interference on planet Earth, because we are an evolving planet, but to not be mixed with any other races. So for example, just to explain, on the Pleiades there are many races that are coming and going, and so there are shares and new realities being formed with different races. But for some reason the Syrian people have chosen to hold the highest frequency of original intention for that planet, together with the frequency of the star. Of course, it's not called Sirius. This is what we call it, for the benevolence and for the advancements of consciousness on everywhere. So the advancements of consciousness, when I talk about that, I am really like the ultimate point that I can see so far is interconnectedness, is arriving at being in a state of no longer having to play this harmony of duality, but to truly arrive in that point of knowing that my choices affect your choices, and the choices of my ancestors affected me, and what I choose in this moment will reverberate. It will expand and cycle up to infinity. So it will affect the entire multiverse. When we are truly arriving at that way of being, at that way of understanding, this is to me consciousness of a higher advanced civilization. And this is so much what I love to. I'm very passionate to bring this to the forefront, because here we are on this moment on planet Earth, and because we have the potential now to become a galactic race, to take our part in this being the builders of something new rather than being destroyers of our own planet. It's really that clear that we didn't do so well until this moment. But from what I feel, I am perceiving, the rivers tell me it will be just like this, and they can become, beautiful, clean waters again. And the air the same, and the animals and all that is occurring, the toxicity on the earth and on the water and in the air, it will take just a fraction of a minute to come back to harmony. So I feel it, of course, is important to do a part in our everyday life, but it's so easy to work with frequency and to see that transforming. And I don't know if we transform because we let go of the old and we are creating the new, or if we are alchemizing what was to bring the new. Either way, I think it doesn't matter. I feel really important to talk a little bit about the alignment. So I'm gonna maybe show you the sky so you have a visual. 1 minute. Okay, so I'm gonna put it to the timing that is now. Okay. And I'm just gonna share a screen with you to show you. Oh, okay, Marianne, I just read your note. Thank you. Okay. This is not a call about astrology, but I just want to show you what is in the sky right now. And so I think I can use, no, I don't need it. Right now, this is Neptune. This is the divine dream. If you've been following my posts or following my work, you know that a new body of work entitled the Geometry of Dreaming came into being, which is about aligning to our true desires, to what do we really, really desire, and what was our original intention to be on planet Earth at this time, because it's very easy to forget that we get a little bit diluted by life, and we also are beings that love to give and to share, and also we are empathic beings, and we tend to take on other people's or other experiences that create what I call templates. And so the geometry of dreaming was about returning to the true original dream of your being, which is incorrupted. So it's not diluted by experiences that occurred in our life, in our temporal experience of planet on Earth in this timeline, but is your being on all timelines from the beginning of time to to infinitum. So connecting to that connects us ultimately to interconnectedness of all species, of all times beyond time. And this is to me what Neptune represents on the chart. I know I am a different kind of astrologer because I'm looking at evolution. I'm not an evolutionary astrologer because that is a body of study. This is my own interpretation. So Neptune, the divine dream, the ultimate potential for us to reconnect to our divinity, whatever that means, to our perfect harmonic, connected to the cosmos. And it's also a higher octave of love and a higher octave of Venus herself. So at 2 degrees of Aries is in direct opposition to Messier 87. It's written here, it's Messier 87, and that is super galactic center. An opposition is a tension point. I always explain this as the strings in a musical instrument, that it needs to be just perfectly tight so that it can resonate the right notes. And so the tightness here at the perfect opposition to Neptune is bringing us out of this galaxy particles of light, information, plasma, which trickles in through a point in outer space, let's call it, that is the centermost point, a magnetic point known also by astronomers at the moment as dark energy, which is creation, is in constant creation. And remember, if you read my post or you heard me speak about your true dreaming, that is the same, is in constant creation and in constant expansion and in constant benevolence. And the supergalactic center is, so imagine the center of our galaxy being our sun. which it is. And we are bound on this plane of orbits, having this experience in an arm of the galaxy. The Milky Way is the center point. Sorry, galactic center is the center point of our local galaxy arm, which is the Milky Way. And then supergalactic center is the center point of the large spinning galaxy, which contains 30, apparently according to astronomers, 30 plus galaxies within itself. So imagine the many frequencies that is being connected to through this perfect opposition, 2 degrees 10 minutes, 2 degrees 24 minutes. So it's coming into alignment next year, because Neptune is returning back into Pisces. So it's going to bring to you, it certainly brought to me, a revision of what it is that you are truly dreaming. What is your deepest desire? So it was a bit like a rehearsal. Oh, what have I created? Is this really what I want? Now we're going to go back. It started on March 30th. This is why I wrote a post about what were you dreaming around that time? What were the choices you made? And who were the people that stepped up to, to be in your reality, that were parts of the play that you needed to understand something, to birth something through a partnership. And certainly what is completing between March 30th and right now. Yesterday, Neptune started its retrogradation, and it will not return. So it will begin its way backwards into Pisces to the 29th degree, which is the last degree of the old world. It's big. It's massive. It's the last frontier, or rather, it is the final chapter of the old world. So we still have time to go back and look into the reality that we created and honor it and let go what needs to let go. So often we bury things because we don't want to see it. It's better to just pretend it's not there, or to pile things up on top of it. But eventually we have this amazing blessing, this amazing gift to see it and to literally complete the final act before the curtain closes in our lifetimes. And Neptune will return then when that is completed. So it's a collective, and it's also your own frequency to work on completing the stories. And this may be stories that were really not created by you, they were created by your parents, by your grandparents, your ancestral line, the lineage that you are affiliated or connected, or feel drawn to. It might not even be a DNA lineage. It could be a lineage that you feel you've had an agreement through many lifetimes to be part of. And so you are then naturally assisting that lineage or that culture even to complete the cycle. So it is about completions, and at the same time, it's happening all the time. So it's not like, oh, I complete this first, so then start this. No, it's happening all the time. This is the beauty of being in a multidimensional world, and to become aware of it, is that we can complete and create at the same time, and we can be in the adaptation space, but create and complete all at the same time. So be loving to yourself. Allow what is ready to flower and what is ready to be buried. Let the old world be honored in whichever way that it comes, to you in your life. And then Sirius is here. This is Sirius. I can take the other one out. Okay. so we can see it better. Here's Sirius right now, 14 degrees, 25 minutes. A few hours ago, it was precise. The sun had passed it at precisely 14 degrees, 25 minutes. So it's still barely a few minutes apart. In the constellation of Cancer, which is, it's the yin and the yang, it's the nurture, is ruled by the moon, the depths of sensing and feeling and, sentience, intelligence. And it creates this beautiful trine by 6 degrees to the North Node points, which are a calculated point representing the moon moving over, again, a calculation. Basically, it has to do with the eclipses. So a point of eclipse is another portal, and is a point of transformation, is a point of destiny that transforms. So it brings you towards your destiny, and it transforms your reality so that you are fully stepping into your destiny. So whatever is occurring in your life, honor it. And just finally, what I want to say, this is happening until next year. This beautiful trine here, this blue triangle with Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is the depths of your power, and it's not a power that will destroy, hopefully, unless you choose to. This is the divine power in Aquarius to bring new realities. Aquarius is the future. We talk about the age of Aquarius since the 60s. We are entering that in the next, nobody knows, in the next 100 years, in the next 200 years. I guess it's all dependable on the consciousness of the planet. But Pluto and Uranus and Neptune. But Neptune has a friend here, which is Saturn, and Saturn is the architect. This is why I keep talking about the geometry of dreaming. How do we bring the dream from the bottom up and build the structures set on the divine dreaming, on interconnectedness? So this has never occurred. Astrologers have not seen this configuration that, we have calculating machines that calculate how far back things would have happened. But to have Pluto in Aquarius, which is the future, creating the future through the power of your true self, by standing up and knowing who you are, know thyself, the divine dream, your yearning, your soul's true desires connected to all. So that is the interconnected point. And then Uranus is known as the great awakener because it is electrical. It's very, very fast. It's like the lightning that comes out of nowhere and lights and changes everything. So those are known as outer planets, also known as transpersonal, which means the collective. Everybody is going through this. If we care to become aware, then I don't need to tell you that it feels very good that if the more of us can hold the true dreaming and the true direction, literally on a day like this, which is a portal because of the sun, then we can change reality. We can truly change reality by changing our own, of course. Okay, so I think this is all I wanted to tell you about astrology, just to give you a visual of the precision of the universe, the precision that throughout time, we have chosen to be here right now at a time like this, at the year that we are, and we're all on some level, and I feel all of you have big missions, otherwise you wouldn't be attracted to my work. The purpose of your soul is so intense that you cannot miss, you cannot not be yourself. We are potentially preparing Earth in whichever way that we are, inspired to, to return to interconnectedness, to return to, to whatever that means to you. To me, it feels a point where we are in full telepathy. So there is no more deception. There is no more, pretending, because it's not necessary. We don't need to be anything but who we are, because the more we are ourselves, the more we empower the rest. So we never have, I feel we never had to, but we have been imprinted by society, by religion, by education, to do things that maybe were natural to us. So all of those things are shedding, and they're shedding fast. So honor yourself, be loving. It was truly never you. We landed on a soup of other people's dreams, and those dreams, certainly in our lifetime, all of our ancestors came from the times of World War I, World War II, which were the major imprinting for people to give up power. In whichever country they were, there were points of disempowerment. So we are just clearing that up, through our own alchemization and through our own understanding, because the moment we understand something, it's great for yourself, but it's even more for the collective, because we're changing the field. And the field, think of it as the trees, and we know this now, everybody knows this, that the trees have a communication that works through their root system, through the mycelium. They never tested if it's the entire earth. I truly believe they are connected to the entirety, to all the forests on the planet, and one tree speaking to one tree is speaking to all the trees. And that mycelium, through the intelligence of the trees and all of the other intelligence that are part of that system, are also receiving from the light of the sun, from the star systems, to infuse through the roots, letting go back into earth. And then the center of the earth, the waters. Oh, and by the way, the mycelium functions, the system of the network of trees functions because of water. I didn't know that for a while. It's like, oh my gosh, this is why water is so important, because it carries the signals, it carries nurture, and it carries immediate support, but it carries all of the information for our survival, for our evolution on planet Earth. And then we also have inner Earth, which again is a passion for so many of us. The inner Earth waters, which are, if you like, reservoirs of intelligence, of consciousness for humanity since the beginning of time, and a reservoir of consciousness that literally activates memory. So water, yes, is recording information. There are many people that have taught us or shared their research on water being able to memorize and to record and to be a scribe. But it's so much more than that. The consciousness of water is the plasma of the universe. If you like, it's the medium that we are. We are that. We are also plasma, but we can't quite catch it. Science is still, discussing out there what plasma really is and what it really does. And I'm sure they're already harnessing it as energy, also for medical purposes, for potential healing the body. But all of those things, just like water, there is a consciousness behind it. And this is, I believe, is the passion of so many of us, that we are being called to understand and remember that water is the information network of our local life, which is planet Earth, and never-ending continuously since the beginning of time, is connected to the entire cosmos. So that is, the work of the Interstellar Communication course that happens on July 11th, is to reconnect all of the parts, all of the moving parts, that we are finally understanding the intelligence of the white lions of Timbavati, the intelligence of the cetaceans, the intelligence of the lion, of the elephants, of the hyenas, or whatever, whoever you're working with, all of the animal intelligence, tree intelligence, rocks. Ancient man knew how to work with the intelligence of mineral that is literally solid rock, because it is also a conductor of information. This is why ancient Egypt is one of the places that I truly recommend everybody should walk through. Those gates, those stone gates are magnetized with information, because the rock has held information and will continue to hold information, and water travels through the rock, and the rock is able to then absorb. This is why, again, talking about Egypt, the temples are built out of the granite, because the granite stone is a conductor, and is what do you call it when it absorbs water? So it has water in the rock. Permeable, I think the word is permeable.
Or porous, is it?
Yes, it is able to hold the water, and this is why piezoelectricity, if you are inspired by stone circles, by location and telluric energy, and I cannot tell you enough about the rivers and what the rivers of the earth are doing with moving through fault lines. It's a lot, but we only have an hour together, so reach out if you have anything to share with me, or certainly if there is time at the end of this call. So thank you for listening. I'd like to focus back to Sirius, our allies who are also on planet Earth. I know a lot of you work with the whales and the dolphins and the cetaceans of the ocean, but not only that, they are working with all of life on planet Earth. There are many incarnated humans who are very much working as ambassadors to planetary systems and star systems, including Sirius. But because today is the day of Sirius, I would like to honor any of you who have landed here with Sirius energy and who are working so dedicatedly. Syrian beings are so dedicated to the highest integrity and to the upliftment of this age, and to obviously the continuation of this expansion of this evolution that we are on. So thank you for being here as you, and if you remember your origins, then this is a time to honor yourself for truly being. And I also want to encourage you to push the boundaries now. This is, as I said, changes are happening, and they're going to continue to come for all nations on the planet, and for all people, for all humans, in whichever way that was contracted to be on planet Earth. So you might as well use the energy to push the boundaries of what held you, or what contained that, that safety around you, because this is a good time. This is a good time. So if you have a project, if you have an idea, if you have a book stuck in your computer like I have, look at it again, publish it, talk to the people that you feel you should, collaborate, co-create, align. It needs all of us to be fully on our stations, as it were, for it to for it to flow. And if you feel that life isn't flowing, then reach out, because this is a good time. This is a good time. This is a benevolent time. So let's take a moment to now slow down all the thoughts, because I know I told you so much and I reminded you of so much that you already know, and I spoken about projects and excitements within your being that are already jumping around in your system. So let that all fall into place. And yeah, make yourself comfortable. If you want to come off the video, do as you wish. And I'm just gonna guide you to your own knowing. So let your sensory perception expand. We know we have the senses, but more than that, allow all of your senses to return to full working, to full activated. And all at the same time, because it takes just a second. Connect to the being that you are. Doesn't matter if there are thoughts coming through your mind. It's okay. Just tell yourself that just for a little while, we're going to be seated in the center of our soul and be at one with that all-knowing that we are. And so honoring you as a multidimensional soul, and honoring you as a star particle of light, as an ambassador to advanced races, you as your being, you as your multidimensional eternal self, knows the connection that you have to the star Sirius, without forcing anything, without needing to know anymore or seeing anything, just letting it all land the way it wants. And I'm going to be silent now and allow you to have 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, however long you need. And then just slowly, when you feel ready, just open your eyes. As I said, it doesn't need to be a long time. Information is coming through the plasma, through the water in your body. You are now fully connected to the star Sirius, to the frequency of this body that we call the star. But you know deep down that the star has a different name. Okay, I'm just muting myself now. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. I just feel to tell you to integrate, even if you feel you didn't see anything or feel anything or didn't necessarily or aren't aware yet. I am asked to tell you integrate, allow, but you make the choice to integrate what is yours at this time. And also to know that this is a powerful alignment, but every day is a powerful alignment. Every day you are a portal in a portal. Every tree is a portal. Every body of water is a portal. Those portals connect to center points or nodes. So some of us know how to get to those nodes because it's the condensation of that energy. But truly, it's everything everywhere all at once. So thank you for being here, and we have at least 10 more minutes. You're welcome to stay longer if you can. But if you like to share anything, I would love to give you the voice. So let me know if any of you wish to share anything. Thank you, Leonie.
Hello, my beloved sister and everyone else. I apologize for jumping in late. It's a time thing. I'm in a different time zone and still adjusting to that. This was really so beautiful. And Anouk, what I'm appreciating so much is the many golden threads that are drawing everything together. And I didn't envision that now in our meditation, but in the last few days, just seeing all these threads, the water, the rocks, the crystals. I'm currently in Reno, in Nevada, and we've done a lot of rock hunting, which has been quite mind-blowing because we go into nature and you walk, and there on the earth in front of you are all these incredible crystals. So that has really been a big energetic boost for me personally. But connecting this with the work that all of us have been doing consciously, subconsciously, in the higher realms, all of those threads coming together. And I see it as this golden plaited, just magnificence of gold and white and blue light almost. It's almost like light filaments. So thank you for the space and bringing that in for us. And it's lovely to see all the other people and one very familiar person. Hi, Kerry. My sister from Zimbabwe. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's a blessing.
Always, always a blessing. Thank you, Leonie. Oh, you are always a blessing. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else?
I'm Amanda. I could just share to say I loved hearing you speak. It was wonderful and to receive all your wisdom. And on this very special day as well, the Sirius portal, and I'm really feeling it, I have to say. I'm really feeling the specialness of the energy. And I've been doing it's called like a fast, but it's not really a fast. It's an Ayurvedic fast for about day 5 of into the week. And I've been loving that. But astrologically, the thing that I was really appreciated, the reminder of how Neptune in particular is opposite the supergalactic center. And I feel that that's really highly significant. So thank you.
Yes, thank you, Amanda. And actually, I forgot to mention that Uranus is entering Gemini tomorrow. And Uranus in Gemini will bring fast communication. And so imagine communication being consciousness and communication being transferred through water and through plasma that reaches all of life on planet Earth, and then all of the information network, which is kind of like a plasma mycelium. This is Uranus in Gemini. It's fast and expansive, and higher mind potentials are going to be leaps and bounds. There is the AI part, which can be really, really useful, and it's really important for us to know that we are sentient and that we are the intelligence, and that we are also able to be as fast as AI. We just forgot that we can receive and assimilate and express those frequencies as fast as you can ask AI to make a list of whatever. We are capable of. We are that. Thank you. Carrie, did you want to say something?
Well, yes, sort of. But I was trying to see if I could attach a photograph, and I can't. And there's no. Well, maybe I'm not technical enough to be able to see it. But I'd actually set up a grid today with various Vogel crystals. Your code, Leonie, number 12 from the water, because I'm going to Yosialanga on a Tuesday, which is Adam's calendar here in Southern Africa. So yes, I've definitely been feeling it. Yes, and connected to crystals, water, and of course gold if it's connected to the Anunnaki. So yes, I will. I can send. Yes, yes, that's yes. So yes, very grateful. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you so much.
Can I jump in, Anouk? I have to share this. I was just told, tell them about the crystallography. So we have a mission coming up tomorrow on 7/7, which the Dragon Hearts are doing. And we've been getting downloads of information. And I was guided to make a crystallography to understand what we're working with, and as a code to bring in for the activation and the alignment tomorrow. And I don't have any, for those of you who are perhaps not familiar with crystallography, it's the beautiful work of Veda Austin. I'd encourage you to have a look if that speaks to you in any way. So back home, I have all my Petri dishes and everything. I had to compromise and make a plan with what I had available. But I found a little glass bowl, and I did the crystallography for the alignment tomorrow. It went into the freezer at 9:33, which was 21:33, but on my phone it's 9:33 p.m. I took it out at 22:22. So these numbers are all very relevant because I work with sacred geometry. For me, everything in the universe is about numbers. And that's why I said there are 11 of us here today, which is so beautiful. And then when I started taking photos, because we're in Reno and the temperatures were over 100 on the day, it was melting very quickly. So I was snapping away as fast as I could to catch the images in the Petri dish. So you hold it up and you allow the water that is not yet frozen to fall out, and the water paints a picture for you. And there was just gold in that image. there are loads of other little things which I'm still decoding, but a lot of pyramids, Anouk, so that connection to Egypt and ancient Egypt, circles, connections to Atlantis, and images that are connecting to Lemuria. But everywhere in the petri dish was this reflection of the most beautiful gold. So this is an energy which is very prevalent for us at the moment and coming in tomorrow. Thanks for reminding me, Kerry.
Thank you, Leonie. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Emma, good to see you. It's been some years. Good to see you.
Yes, no. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm in this new house almost 4, so easily 4 years.
Oh, good to see you.
You too.
Thank you for
So,
being here.
oh yes, I was very excited. I hope you all understand my accent. So my mind is not very clear because in the moment that I connect to the Zoom, I'm feeling a lot of energy. So it's like I am in between places. I don't know how to say, but I wanted to ask if you could say more about the course. The
Oh,
course
yes.
that begin.
Yes, I'll send you
Yeah.
details. It's a course that was, I feel I was given permission. It's an honor. I have been collecting, let's say, experiences on listening to the field, listening to groups that are connecting together and the information. And I think we did that when I was in Athens too. I think we did something together in the field. So
I don't know.
basically it's an evolution of everything that I was blessed to be present with in terms of understanding the cosmos and understanding our part in it. And this, as I said a minute ago, I feel I've been given permission to open this right now because humanity is ready. And it truly is about what I just earlier spoke of, becoming an interstellar advanced race and being in full telepathy, in deep understanding, which is higher. It's a higher form of empathy. It's seeing reality for what it is and honoring that it is, and the people in it, is a drop of all that we would call judgment or blame. All of those stories are completing. They won't exist. Hello, kitty cat. They won't exist in the new world. So it's about connecting frequency. It's all about frequency. It's all about understanding the network, which is a geometry, and to understand that we're part of that geometry, and understand that we are, the more we clear what we are not, and we don't need to focus on what we're not. This is the beauty of it. All we have to do is reconnect to who we are. Everything else just will vanish. So the more we are aware of all of life, and this is part of the course, I will be sharing research on water and research on plasma, and why I feel that there is a cosmic network. So it is about that. It is about the multi-layer of us as humans not being separate. We were never separate from the cosmos, from the star beings, from the star allies. And we had a purpose. We had a purpose to be here and to be born, and to go through our forgetfulness and to have those experiences because we matter. We truly are important in the cosmos, and we are part of something, as I said earlier, that is not necessarily. I truly believe that this threshold that we're in, I feel excitement, and I think you feel that too, like this desire to just keep smiling at each other and saying, "Oh my gosh, you're here too. We got this." So this feeling is a return to this interconnectedness that that we just need to fine tune. It has always been us, and it's the course is 8 weeks, and it's in the desire to fine tune all that we are and all that we are connected with, and what our geometry connects to, and what our allies, including star beings, including star races, and how we can have a real in the moment communication with maybe your future self, informing you from the future. You know, I just had this amazing experience with the younger me. I had forgotten so many memories, and reconnecting to those memories reconnected me to who I was, and I felt in a weird way that the I that I am now went back to tell them gonna be okay in the future. So it makes it more real to me, because I just had this experience that we can also reconnect to our future self, so that we are guided into that. But not only that, you know, the beings that are on Earth, especially the whales and the lions, and all of the ones that you are working with, the dolphins, that you know them, you've been working with them throughout many lifetimes, and this, as I said, truly is my deepest wish and desire, that we go all the way. There isn't a shape. I don't see a shape of it, and it's not necessarily from the bottom up, from the up down, but it's like it's a geometry, but maybe Leonie can picture it more. It's all inside itself, and the more there is, the more there is, and the more there is that you know there is, then the more you create from it. And I feel that that's the future. So that is the ethos, and the permission to open up to interstellar communication, because on a galactic level, the galactics are not really connecting to humans unless they're clear, unless they have gone through those steps of you are me, and I am you, and there is no I, and we, you know, there is something bigger, and we're doing our part. So we are close, and that recognition of self, and the reconnection is what allows us to be in the communication network, which is interstellar to all star systems. So I feel this is coming. It's in our reality, in our lifetime, and we've been given maybe I don't know, maybe the kind of like preview of, you know, let's go into it. I don't usually, when I teach something, I receive it, and then it's always experiential, because it has to be yours. It has to be your truth and your experience, so that you can, you know, fold that within your own geometry. So this is
So beautiful.
interstellar communication. Starts July 11, and I'll send you the details. Thank you for asking, Emma. Thank you. Thank you. Leonie.
Me again. I talk a lot, but I have to share because the synchronicities are just astounding. Last night we gathered together a group of 6 to do a fire ceremony, and we were talking about this very thing. We put an intention in, so we burnt a stick in the fire for world affairs, and each of us put a prayer into that stick and placed it on the fire. And one of the group asked that we should have a greater communication with our galactic brothers and sisters. And then we started talking about this sphere that has been found. I don't know if anybody has read the news on that. There's this amazing sphere that was found in Colombia, and they have it at the university. It's definitely ultra-terrestrial, coming from other realms. It has scribing on, similar to glyphs that I write. It has crescents and other shapes, but it's solid. It has nothing that you can see that would be put together in parts. And we were saying that this is maybe the galactics reaching out and dropping something into our field that would start this process of understanding and connecting with them in a more telepathic way. And that's what we're feeling that this sphere is about. I'll find the details and I'll drop it into the chat. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Thank you so much. No, I hadn't heard about that. Thank you for that piece. And also crystals. I feel that crystals will show up from inner earth, which maybe had not been seen before, like different wherever they will be, and they will have yeah, something new because we're ready, because humanity is ready. Of course, when we look at the reality, you know, in the media, in the news, we might think, oh, it's gonna be a long time before we get there. But listen, we're here, and we are here because we know that this is the time. And so for me personally, I'm not involved in politics. I don't follow. I never did. But I know that whatever it is, it's just that completion is Uranus having, sorry, Neptune going one last time into the last degree of Pisces. The age of Pisces, the curtains are closing, and so all of the that's happening, all of the static and the noise, there is a bigger, it's not bigger. I don't have the word. There's something new that it's really important to focus on. There's something new that is within you that always was, and it hasn't had the frequency match to now be fully integrated. This is why the message that I felt I had to share after after our little quiet time, our focus time, was integrate in your own way. Whenever you're ready, just tell yourself, tell your being, tell your future self, your higher self, I am ready to integrate. Have I missed anybody? I haven't quite read all of your messages. Just speak up if there's anything that you've written and I haven't read before we finish.
I dropped the link to this
you did? Okay.
sphere. Yeah, it's on
Thank you so
somebody's.
much. This is such a gift to have this time together and to share, and also to inspire each other. Does anyone recognize the symbols? Okay, so I think that the chat doesn't stay live once we close the call. So if you like to copy it, if you can, copy it and paste it somewhere where you can go back to. I'm doing that now. So that you have it. Okay, thank you. I'll have a look in a minute.
You can also click on the 3 dots at the top of the chat and say save
Yeah.
chat.
Oh, and then
save
it gets sent?
Yeah, that'll save it on your hard drive. So everything that has been shared in the chat will be there.
Okay. Oh, yes, there it is. All right. Done. Easy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Leolani, thank you so much for being with us. Amanda, thank you so much for being with us. Leonie, cannot wait to be with you somewhere on planet Earth. Josephine, thank you so much for being here, for all that you are. Shah, we didn't see you. Thank you for being with us.
I'm here.
There you are.
I'm at the river right now picking up crystals.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for being with us, Shah.
I will share that. I just felt like when I was laying here that the sun codes are coming in strong. I haven't integrated it. So when you mentioned integration, I like that part. So
Thank you. It was what came in to tell you when I was in the 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or
Well,
whatever, how long it was. Thank you, Shah.
thank you.
Emma, thank you. Good to see you again. It's been a ride, eh? It's been a ride for all of us, and here we are. Carrie, super grateful for all that you do. Thank you for being with us.
Pleasure. Lovely to see
So
everybody.
much, yeah, so much love, so much celebration in my heart for all of you. Blessings. Blessings. Bye bye. Bye bye.